Warning, sell all of your Bitcoin and crypto when you see this happen. Okay, guys, so back here with another video, and I'm going to be answering another one of your questions. So this question came from PaperDoll5467. He wrote, or he or she wrote, question, would you sell some of your Bitcoin at the peak of the bull market this cycle and then buy back in the bear market? Thank you. Okay, great question. So yes, you need to take profits during the bull run, okay? Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies in general are really based on math. And because you have to wait 4 years for each cycle, there's obviously peaks and valleys, okay? Now, based on historical trends, now this isn't guaranteed to happen again, but based on the past, the best time to sell your Bitcoin and crypto is between 500 to 550 days after the halving event, okay? So, if this happens again, you will want to start taking profits in October of 2025. 550 days after the Bitcoin halving event, the fourth big halving event, will be approximately October 22nd, 2025. Now, why do you want to sell in October? Well, because October is historically the best month for Bitcoin, okay? We even call it Uptober, okay? It's like a little nickname for the month. So you can bet your bottom dollar that after this fourth halving event in 2025, during October, Bitcoin is really gonna run high. And you really wanna sell Bitcoin during hype, okay? There are some other indicators, and I'm gonna go into depth in this in some other videos because I think each indicator deserves its own separate video, but that's the simplest strategy. Sell between 500 to 550 days after the Bitcoin halving event. Now, how much should you sell? Well, me personally, I like taking at least 50% of my Bitcoin off the table. Okay. And then what I do is I like to move the Bitcoin into stable coins. Now, this is a strategy I wish I had followed during my first bull run cycle, but I was still fairly new to crypto. Okay, I got started in crypto. I started buying Bitcoin back in 2019. So when 2020 happened and it started running up, I was really kind of new to crypto. It was only my second year and I didn't really understand the cycles like I do now. But I would really recommend you guys take at least 50% of your Bitcoin off the table, move it into stable coins. Why are you going to move it into stable coins? Because like this question asks, do you buy back in the bear market? There will be a bear market. Now, obviously, I do believe we're eventually coming to hyper Bitcoinization where we're going to be able to use Bitcoin like a currency, be able to buy things at McDonald's, Walmart, Target, right, wherever. But I don't think we're there yet. Bitcoin is only 15 years old. We'll probably reach hyper Bitcoinization during the next halving. So when Bitcoin, not this current halving that's coming up, I mean the fifth halving, okay? Bitcoin will be over 18 years old. It'll be classified as an adult, hypothetically. And I really believe that's when hyper Bitcoinization will take off. So that will probably happen closer to 2028. But right now, most people don't have Bitcoin, okay? You can just ask your family, your friends, your coworkers, your associates, your classmates, do you have Bitcoin? And the majority of people don't have it. So we're not at hyper Bitcoinization yet. But what you can do is after you sell some of your Bitcoin, now I recommend at least 50%. If you guys are really confident in the cycles, you can sell all of it, move into stable coins. Then you can wait for the bear market. So historically, the bear market has been 1 year after the cycle top. So the last cycle top was in 2021, and then the bear market was in 2022. Okay, the very bottom of the bear market was the FTX collapse. Okay, in November 2022. So if historical trends follow, it would be a good idea to buy back into Bitcoin in 2026. So I would recommend, like I said, it's not financial advice. This is what I'm going to be personally doing. On my birthday, on August 16, 2025, that's when I'm going to start taking a little bit off the table. And by October 22nd, 2025, that's when I'm going to be selling the majority of my Bitcoin, moving into stable coins, and then waiting to buy back during the bear market of 2026. Now, like I said, guys, this is just my research that I've done, and I think this is a very simple strategy to follow, okay? Like I mentioned, some of those early indicators, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a teaser, and then I'm going to do an in-depth video for each indicator. So, like I said, that's the simplest strategy, 550 days after the Bitcoin halving. Now, there's some other indicators that you can look at. The first you can look at is the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. I'm going to link to that in the description. Crypto Greed and Fear Index basically shows where people are really, really excited about crypto or really fearful. Usually, if the Crypto Greed Index is really high, pushing towards 100, that would be a good time to sell. Another indicator is Google search trends worldwide for the search term Bitcoin. Okay. Now, during the last bull run cycle, these Google search trends were extremely high. Okay. Obviously, because everyone was buying Bitcoin, everyone's excited about it. So if you can, go to Google Trends and search for the term Bitcoin and do the worldwide trends, and you can see that there's a lot of excitement. It's reaching towards 100. That would be another indicator to sell. The third indicator is the RSI, but not just the daily RSI. We're going to be looking at the monthly RSI. Whenever the monthly RSI on Bitcoin, you can find this information on TradingView. Okay, I'm going to link to it, of course, in the description. You find this information on TradingView with the monthly RSI starts approaching well over 70, pushing towards 90 or 100. That's an under indicator. And then the final indicator that I like to use is a little complicated. It's called the Puell multiple. So it's basically like a PE ratio for Bitcoin. If you guys ever invest in the stock market, a company like Google, Amazon, Meta, they have a price to earnings ratio. Well, the Puell multiple is very similar. It just takes it's a ratio of the daily value of the issued Bitcoin in US dollars divided by the 365-day moving average of the daily value of issued coins. So it's basically gauging how much money the Bitcoin miners are making. And usually when this Puell multiple gets higher, pushing towards 10, it's usually a good time to sell. And when the Puell ratio is getting cheap, trending closer towards like 2 or 1, it's a good time to buy, right? So just like in the stock market, if the PE ratio is getting elevated, you should usually dump the stock. If the PE ratio is getting cheap, you should buy the stock. So those are just some of the couple of indicators. We're going to cover all of these in depth in a future video. Like I said, I like to keep things simple. And if you guys enjoy this content, be sure to smash the subscribe button and get more future videos from me. And like I said, leave any comments you guys might have about Bitcoin, anything in general. I'd like to answer as many as possible. And who knows, I might end up featuring your question in a future video. So that's all I got. See you guys in the next video.